This morning, we're honored to have Senator Mike Gabbard offer a moment of contemplation.
Hello, my kako, colleagues and guests. 2 days ago on Wednesday, I had the distinct honor and pleasure of being invited to speak at Kapolei High School's nationwide student walkout, memorializing the 17 people murdered last month in Parkland, Florida. It was primarily organized by 4 students, all members of the Marine Corps JROTC program. There were twin sisters, 14-year-olds, 9th graders, Madeline and Paige McCurdy, and they did most of the legwork. The bleachers were nearly filled, and the students listened attentively. I was asked to give the opening speech, a very brief one, which I concluded with, and I quote, "The most important ingredient in this national conversation that we're having about school safety is aloha, compassion, kindness, and mutual respect for each other." And then I said, in closing, there are 2 action steps that I humbly ask you to take. Number 1, get involved in the process. If you're 16, you can register to vote, and then when you turn 18, vote. And number 2, please remember that each hello and smile that you give to others in the hallway, making friends with people you may notice are struggling with school or family problems, and yes, looking out for each other, these acts of aloha are so vitally important. After me, Keegan Wright, a junior, he spoke, and he asked everyone to bow their heads and open his speech with a very powerful prayer. He then added, "Why did this tragedy happen? I believe some young people have this sort of nihilistic mindset, which means rejecting all moral and religious principles and thinking your life is meaningless. That's sad and not a good view on life because it leads to self-destruction. You got to find meaning in life," Keegan said. And finally, Elaine Adams, a sophomore, finished her speech with, and I quote, "Finally, I would like to share this quote that I think of whenever I face challenges. Fear is a reaction. Courage is a decision." And that was from Sir Winston Churchill. Kapolei, we as a school, as a community of individuals united by our love for our school, should decide to have courage to stand together for what's right and what we believe in as one team. The approximate 17-minute event ended with a moment of silence. I left the stadium encouraged and heartened by the wisdom of these young students. Mahalo.